Shalom, this is GMS Online Sit Downs coming back with a lesson. I want to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahawashi Ba'Hashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the elder apostle of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect out there spreading His word and sincerity and truth all over the four corners of the earth. I want to do a new series. I always come up with these series, Well, Jake, the brothers, man. Brothers got all kinds of series, man. GMS Lunch Break, GMS Spiritual Waters, episode 1, 2, 3, you name it, man. GMS on the road. Me, myself, got GMS in-depth videos. What else? Message to the Watchman. So I want to start this new series, of edification, Yaratazah, concerning the videos, which I want to name Visualize the Vision. Which in these series, I'm going to do my best to visualize the visions that have been seen by the prophets and the men of the Lord in the Bible. When I go into the study sessions with brothers, I want to show them what is being talked about. I want to link the scriptures to something that is like able to refer to what the prophet is seeing. Because why? The prophets had visions, and these visions were things that they never seen before. For example, the nuclear missiles was something they had to describe in words that were then not available that we use now. For example, the prophets didn't know about nuclear missile. The prophets didn't know about rockets and missile silos or the word UFO. The prophets didn't know about that. So guess what? They used to describe the things to the best of their ability. Same thing with the UFOs, the chariots. We use the word UFO. But guess what? The scriptures, the prophets described it as clouds. Why? Back in those days, the only thing that you would see in the cloud, the only thing you would see in the skies was clouds, birds, whirlwinds. But you wouldn't say UFO, man, unidentified flying object. They wouldn't use a word like that. So nowadays, for the people that basically lack understanding, it seems to be fake. That's why you got people out there nowadays that say like, the Bible doesn't speak about UFOs, or the Bible doesn't speak about America. Where do you see the word America? It doesn't have to have the word America. It doesn't have to have the word UFO. It doesn't have to have the word nuclear missile, because they didn't have those words back in those days. So you're not gonna find that. You're not gonna find that. Simple. So the prophets, they described it to the best of their ability, and now then it becomes our task to visualize what they have seen. Now, I'm a type of person, when you explain something to me, or when you talk about a certain story or bring out a certain story, I see everything in images. I see everything in image or in videos. It even came to the point that a certain person was talking about the situation that he had, and without describing the people that was in it, I could see and know what the people looked like, because I just tried to visualize what was going on. So eventually, while the story was being told, I said, like, So this guy you talking about, did he have a bald head? Yeah, he had a bald head. And the other guy, did he have long hair? Yes, he had long hair. And you know, these things happen very often to me because I'm trying to see, even though, you know, sometimes it's like, it could be coincidence or whatever, but I'm trying to see what you have seen. If you explain something to me, I'm trying to see what you see or what you saw in that instance. So when we read the scriptures, I'm trying to put everything in images. I'm trying to visualize what the prophet saw. So Yahweh Tazah, man, is gonna be edifying, you know, and like the scripture says, or like they say in the world, I hope it will shine some light upon you, because sometimes you be like, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, why would the prophet say something like that? The same thing goes for this scripture. The scripture right here, where it basically all started with, which is Joel chapter 2, verse 5. The brother, we was in a study session, and the brother told me, like, I don't know, or I can't see why this is referring to the nuclear missiles. Why would the prophet say that it's like chariots leaping over the tops of mountains? So that got me thinking, and then I brought out this video that I'm gonna play in an instance. I'm gonna play it, but I have to be cautious with it. Actually, you know, as I speak, I'm still thinking if I'm gonna play it, because, you know, the strikes might pop up. But then what I saw with this video is that an unknown character also placed it upon their channel, so why can't I, you know? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna play it, you know. I'm gonna drop off something real quick here, and then I'm gonna continue. So if it sounds like you know, I repeat certain things, it's lucky for that, you know, but I'm gonna play it in an instant, you know. First, I'm gonna read the scripture. Okay, so this is Joel. Let me see. Joel chapter 2, verse 4. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. Now this is referring to the nuclear missiles. Like I already said, the prophet Joel, he tried to describe it to the best of his ability. It's like, okay, these are moving things on a quick speed, on a quick pace. Things that moved in a quick pace back in those days were horses. You had also camels and donkeys, but they weren't used as vehicles. So what did the prophet say? He said they are like horses because they went fast. He saw the nuclear missiles in the skies with the trail behind them, which, if you look at horses, you know, in the desert, running in the desert, you would also see a trail behind them. You know, if you look from a distance, you see the horse being small and a trail behind them, which I'm gonna break that down and make that the part 2 of the series. This is my point that I want to base this lesson upon, which is verse 5. Like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. What the prophet is describing there is how the missiles is gonna appear in the skies. So let's say you were an American citizen and you see all these missiles come upon the land or come over the land. The sky is gonna be full of nuclear missiles, man. You can't fathom it, and that's why the prophet was like, it's like a whole army that's approaching, like the spirit that he was in while he saw that was like, he was amazed. He was like, it's like a whole army of men with power that have never been alike. It's like horses, they're running, they approaching this land, and they leap, you know, they come down, and while they land, it's like a flame of fire that is devouring everything in front of them, you know. But he described them as chariots that are leaping over the mountain. So so the brother asked me, like, why does it say that? I don't understand why it's saying this. You know, why does the prophet describe it as chariots leaping over a mountain? You know, I believe the brother was thinking about leaping, you know, like the Hulk, how he leaps through the sky. And he was like, and I believe the brother had in his mind the chariots, the UFOs. But this is actually talking about normal chariots. You know, the prophet is actually referring to normal chariots, you know, with rider, you know, and horse in front of it, or horses, sometimes 2 horses, sometimes multiple horses, actually, like 4 or 6. You know, that's what they had in the Greek Empire, 6 horses in front of it. But that makes you less, I'll say that, it makes you less, how can I say it, agile, because it's multiple horses. The more horses you have in front of a chariot, the more difficult it is to control it. So anyway, I was thinking about it, and then I thought about this thing from my childhood. You know, I saw this movie called Mulan, and in that movie Mulan, there was a scene wherein you saw a whole army of men coming over the mountaintop. And if you think about that, you're gonna see what I mean, and how the prophet Joel described this moment, this vision, to the best of his ability. And then you're gonna understand, you know, by the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that he's referring to these missiles. So Yahweh Tazah, man, I'm gonna play this clip, and like I said, Yahweh Tazah, man, it's not gonna be removed. I hope it doesn't get a strike, you know, but it will stay on for the edification of the people, you know. So after the video, I'm gonna close it out. I want to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kodash, Shalom to the elect. And like I said, man, I'm gonna, you know, with the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, make more of these videos that wherewith you can visualize, you know, what actually happened. And by the way, if it's not allowed to be played, the link of this of that video, of that scene, is gonna be in the description box, you know, for brothers to watch. And then I just take a screenshot. I will take a screenshot of the picture, you know, of the thing that I'm talking about, and then brothers can look it up themselves. And like I said, also in the upcoming series, you know, I might as well use pictures, you know, to show what I mean, so it doesn't get taken down. If it gets taken down, it won't. So I'm gonna play the clip right now.
It's on you.
So yeah, Akim, hey, beautiful, man. If I look at it, the prophet saw this, man, but then missiles, and he described it. He linked it to this. He was like, it's like an army that is about to come down upon the land and devour the people with fire, man. Great army, mighty men that were never the like, and shall never be hereafter, like the scripture says. So I hope, it was edifying with that. I'm gonna say shalom.